All right, we've had a lot of people miss this 300x return on the SPX 6900. Absolutely parabolic rocket ship that made a lot of people wealthy. But if you weren't one of them, you may be thinking, am I too late to get in? What hasn't run up 300x yet that could over the next few months? Well, what Murad is to meme coins, Jesus. We have EIlio Trades, who is the Jesus of gaming crypto. And gaming crypto hasn't budged yet, but have a look at this. I'm going to break down EIlio's thoughts in this video and give you 3 top plays that he's making. But this graph here made me want to make this video for you because it really backs up EIlio Trades' thesis. This is 2021, the bull market. In the orange, you see Dogecoin, the biggest meme coin that there was. And you can see these percentages, returns are crazy. So this is a 3,500% return here. Why I'm showing you this graph though isn't to show you how much you missed out on. What's this one? I will show you how much you missed out on here. And actually almost a 90,000% return. Insane. Obviously no one's going to really time the bottom to the top, but there's a lot of opportunity here if you know how to time these markets. And timing is why I pull this up, because have a look at the orange skyrocket ship of Doge from basically right here. This is the 16th of the 4th, so the 16th of April. It skyrocketed up and was still really active until it came down here on the 6th, so in June. So for 2 months, Doge and meme coins were the hot meta. But the hotter meta was gaming. And Axie Infinity led this cycle. You can see it absolutely exploded. And have a look at how long this lasted. From July to when it really started not having any more upward volatility, March of the next year. So about 9 months of gaming after meme coins boomed. And EIlio believes, based on his portfolio and based on his tweets, that this could be happening again in late 2024 and early 2025. And the nice thing is, unlike looking at graphs like this, where you're like, oh, it feels like we've missed out, the gaming tokens have not run yet. EIlio tweeted, I wonder why meme coin traders are the main group triggered by off the grid going viral. Off the grid has been a real breakout game in the crypto gaming world. Maybe, just maybe, it's because utility isn't dead and in fact it's only just begun. Billions must play believe in something, stealing the meme coin motto there of believe in something. He's saying believe in utility. And EIlio then retweeted something that honestly is pretty mind-blowing when you look at these stats. It's by Piers Kicks. He put out here on X the volume of guns, which was the play off the grid's in-game transactions. It was 4.5 million in one day, and you can see it growing over here. The blue line here is the base chain, which is the 3rd most used chain after Tron and Sol that just hit a transaction all-time high. One game hunted it down in terms of transaction volume. And EIlio says, my thesis is really simple and unchanged from early 2023. There's going to be 3 narratives that dominate this cycle: memes, AI, and gaming. Gaming in capitals down the bottom here. The first 2 have been obvious winners, but with the rise of off the grid, people are just now realizing that gaming is the consumer app of crypto. I will continue to iterate on how I deliver my content, but I will not change my thesis. And guys, if you're not sure if crypto gaming is going to take off, this graph is huge in persuading myself to think that they absolutely will take off. So the gaming industry revenue this is in Web 2, not necessarily blockchain yet, but as they're saying, if gaming's bigger before the internet comes, it's only going to be even bigger when the internet arrives. If gaming's big as the internet's here, but blockchain's not yet, it's only going to be bigger as it adopts that new technology. The gaming industry revenue is greater than movie, box office, and music combined. You can see this graph here. Video games, obviously in the orange, absolutely towering over films and the music industry. The most followed people in the world are movie stars and music stars, singers. We should call them singers, rappers, and of course you got sports stars, but that's not in this graph here. And you can see video games towers over both of those. So if you're betting on a new technology like crypto, EIlio Trades, and I also personally am a believer, why not bet on something like gaming, which has so much demand and so much a natural utility fit when it comes to blockchain technology. And once again, if you come back and have a look at EIlio Trades' 2024 millionaire portfolio, which we put together for you, we track his wallets, so we know what he's holding. We track his socials, so we know what he says he's holding, and we put together these portfolios for you so you can see exactly what he's holding. There's a lot of gaming tokens in here. The majority of these are gaming. Second majority of them are AI and Deepin. And the third majority, which by now we should be using the word minority, is memes, something like Pepe here. But we did a video, I think yesterday or a couple of days ago, on EIlio's favorite meme coins. Go watch that if you want to see what he's believing about memes. But for the rest of this video, I want to reveal 3 crypto tokens in the gaming world. They're all gaming infrastructure that EIlio Trades is currently holding large amounts of, which large amounts to him is massive amounts to us. And he believes that these things are going to pay dividends for him, not actual dividends, but a lot of money for him as the crypto gaming bull run takes off, just like it did with Axie Infinity after the meme coin cycle in 2021. And the first is Immutable X. Now, Immutable X is literally the biggest token in crypto gaming. It's the #1 ranked by market cap. It's got a $2.2 billion fully diluted market cap, not too much dilution to come. And this is, as all these tokens are, blockchain infrastructure, gaming infrastructure specifically. So games will build on top of Immutable X, which is basically a scaling solution that makes it feasible to have games run quickly and not have high transaction fees on the Ethereum blockchain. You can see it's down from all-time high. You can see it was at $8.80 at the peak of the 2021 bull cycle, and it's pulled back to $1.11 currently. Immutable described themselves as the leading platform for building Web3 games on Ethereum, powering the next generation of Web3 games. Once again, guys, you're not discovering this at a $10 million market cap. It is the #1 crypto gaming infrastructure. But if you're wanting to bet on the gaming industry, betting on the top dog, the blue chip, is historically a good thing to do. If you're looking for more degenerate plays, well, we've also got you covered there. This is actually a wallet alert. We have a wallet tracking software on influencers like EIlio Trades. Here he is right here, but we also track people like Alex Becker, Murad, Crypto God John. We've got our blockchain detectives to reverse engineer their social posts in order to find their wallets and track them so we can make these portfolios and we can actually get wallet alerts when they buy. Here's Carl Chassis. He's actually one of the most active people that we track. And recently, October 29, this alert came up where he bought RSP. Funny story, I don't have it here, but we actually got this alert before he alerted his own community because we have his wallet tracked. Now, for people who have access to that wallet tracker inside our inner circle, they got the notification. This is from, I actually don't have his name here, but a guy inside of our community. They received the notification at a $600,000 market cap down here. And you can see what happened. It absolutely skyrocketed because influencers, they don't always do this, guys, but it's an asymmetric bet. A lot of them can 6 to 10x like RSP did. And you can see this community member managed to buy at $1 million, 1.7, 2.3, and it was then sitting at a $2.6 million market cap. And so if you want access to influencers and top traders' portfolios, wallet alerts, and social media alerts when they tweet about new tokens, make sure you use the link in the description to join our inner circle and leave the mainstream for good. Now, the second crypto gaming infrastructure play, of which EIlio holds a significant portion in his portfolio of this token. In fact, Alex Becker says that EIlio is the one to put him onto this token, Beam. Now, Beam, described as simply as possible, it's exactly what Immutable X is for Ethereum, but on the Avalanche blockchain. A scaling solution so games can be built. They're currently at an $829 million market cap, fully diluted, a $1 billion. You can see their all-time high here was about 4.2 cents. If we swap that into market cap, they topped out just over a 2.2 billion in the mini bull run-up that we had back in March, and it's had a strong pullback back down to under the $1 billion level right now. Beam described themselves as a sovereign network focused on gaming, brought to you by Merit Circle. If you guys are OGs, you may remember Merit Circle. They have 84,000 followers on Twitter. Both EIlio and Alex Becker think that this is a real blue chip to look out for in the gaming run. Now, the last token has had an incredible run-up over the last year or so. You can see here it was at about 14 cents. I think Becker says that he called this at 7 or 17 cents recently, and it ran up to almost $1.50, I guess, and then now it's sitting at $1.30. And this is Superverse, which Superverse has had a lot of iterations. EIlio Trades came out, I think it was Super Farm was the original one, and it was like a DeFi protocol, and then he's pivoted into gaming, and it's been pivoted again and again and again. I think I still have a bunch of Super Farm, which I haven't actually brought across yet, but this is EIlio Trades' project, and he's done a really good job to be at the core of crypto gaming. Their fully diluted value is a $1.3 billion market cap, so it's about 50% diluted at a 631 circulating supply. Now, what Super do, to be honest, guys, I'm also slightly confused. And I remember in the last cycle when everything's running, no one knows what things do. It's all narrative driven, and people will throw blockchain infrastructure, gaming infrastructure, they'll throw EIlio's name out there, and that's all people need to buy into this hype. But EIlio describes it as basically like the universal currency of crypto gaming. Why would people use them over their own coins? I'm not exactly sure. We can dive deeper in another video if you're interested, but a lot of the time, no one's actually interested. We just want to know how to 10x that money in these big blockchain gaming infrastructure tokens. Superverse unites the biggest Web3 community with the best crypto games. That's how they describe themselves. And then on their actual website here, they got a cool little graphic with all the tokens that are obviously supportive of the Superverse. Doesn't mean they're using it as in-game currency, of course, but maybe they back it by Super or something. Remember Engine, you could burn WAGME, for example, and get Super out of it, so you could back it back by Super. I don't think that's what they do. Well, again, I'm making up what I think they could be doing, but we'll just explore that in another video. They say all the best games on one token. Super is being integrated across elite Web3 gaming titles, creating the first ever unified crypto gaming network. At the moment, they're in phase 2, which is onboarding industry-leading Web3 games into using their token, and then they're moving into phase 3, evolution, which is evolving into its own crypto blockchain, designed with integrations with industry leaders to be the definitive home for Web3 gaming. More info coming soon. Obviously, when EIlio Trades talks about this token, it's his own token, and he never discloses how much he actually holds of it, but I personally believe, based on some sleuthing, this is by far his biggest holding. He's put his money where his mouth is, taking action on his own projects. And even though we may not have got in at that 17 cents when Alex Becker gave us that tip off, it could be a potentially maybe good investment if you decide to invest now based on EIlio Trades' thesis. What do you think about the crypto gaming bull run? Are you inside our inner circle? If not, the link's in the description below. We'd love to see you in there. Get those wallet tracker alerts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.